If you like foiling and stenciling, I have a beautiful floral card to share with you today. Hey everyone, it's Cathy Zielske. Welcome back to my channel and studio. To see this card project come together, stick around. It's coming up next. Here's a look at the products I'll be using for today's card project. And I have the delicate dahlias, I do have the dies, and there is a coordinating stencil. Now this is currently, let's get it all out here. This is currently part of a kit bundle release, but as with all of Gina's bundles, they get broken apart the following month. So right now this is part of a bundle or kit, but there is also the Poly-Glaze Foiling Sheets that go with this design. So instead of stamping, I'm going to be foiling with Poly-Glaze sheets. These designs have the Poly-Glaze magic, and I'm going to be using some foil today. I have fallen back in love with Radiant Red. I recently used this on a project, and I'll be sure to link that video below. I want to foil in red. Now, this might look weird and wild, and I haven't decided exactly how it's going to look. I've pulled these colors from Gina's collection, and I'm going to get started by getting my fuse out so we can foil. First thing I'm going to do is cut out a few of the pieces. I don't want the hello greeting for this, so I'm going to get it nice and straight in here and come here. You know, I may do these one at a time as well, although that's pretty close. We're going to go right in the center here, like that. So I will use these two pieces for my card, and then I want to have, let's see here, I think I'm going to do Sending Love and Sweet Friend. But I might not use both. But here's what I'm going to, again, just cut these out. And you can keep all of your pieces in a pocket, which I'm going to do. All right. Those will be the foilables, because see, you get all these sheets, and oh, there is extra greenery. Oh, no. You know what? I'm going to do a couple extra leaves too. So you get a bunch, and they all have the magical foil glaze on them. I don't think I need more than 3 because I don't want to be too matchy-matchy. But then I'm just going to put it all back in here, slide it into a pocket like that, and I will store it wherever I store my stamps. I keep my Gina K things together, but here I don't even have to label it because it says what it is. All right, now let's foil. I have my carrier sheet somewhere here. Let me locate it. It's clear. It's hard to see. It was behind me. Okay, so now what I will do is I'm going to take out a piece of the fancy foil. I've done a little cutting of my fancy foils just because I was kind of hoping I could, I think, well, I'm still going to do these one at a time. I'll show you one, and then you'll know that it worked beautifully, and then I will foil the others. Here, I'll do these bigger scissors. All right, and again, this is the Radiant Red. It's beautiful. So we'll do one on camera, and I will do what Gina taught me, which is I've got my Swiffer here. I'm just going to wipe on the Poly-Glaze to make sure that's clean. I'm going to flip over this just to get any dust off, because you know, we're dusty. We're dusty people, crafters. Especially at my age, I'm getting dusty. Okay, cover this up, put it into the carrier sheet, seal it in, and I'm going to run this through my fuse, which is set at 3. I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out the other side. All right, now I'm going to let that cool just a little bit. Let it cool. And this Radiant Red is literally, it's just beautiful. It's a oh, we're already peeling off. Look at that. Well, I guess to peel and reveal, you're going to have to, well, feel very awkward right now. Okay, let's peel the rest of it. And you can see the beautiful shine. Oh my gosh, look at that. And it's all red. So I'm going to do all of these pieces and I'm foiling them all in red. Well, do I want it? Yeah, I'm going to because I have an idea. Hold tight and the foiling will be done. So I have all my foiled pieces. I'm going to be ink blending, but look at how nice the greeting turned out. Isn't that pretty? I'll set that aside. Pop it in my little boop dish so I don't lose it. But I will start here with the stencil, and these stencils all have different openings to color in the things. Here we go. This is stencil, I think they're numbered, aren't they? Yep, number 1 and number 2. So I'm going to put on some music, and I'm going to be using just one color, Gina K Designs lipstick. But I also think what I'm going to do for my, I haven't decided my leaves yet. Well, I thought about maybe doing gray, but I think what we'll do is we'll just get this, let's see, stuck down here to the grip mat, and I will get my stencil pieces placed and show you how it comes together. And now look at the beautiful shine that's on there in the red. I will do the other foiled pieces off camera and then we'll cut them out. Now I'll cut some things out. I also wanted to show you, I have some of the new Gina magnet boards and they have her cute little pattern on the back, and they're thin. They're not as thick as the older ones that were made by Stamp and Storage, which is kind of nice for fitting more things in a pocket. So I have my intercut and I have it set to die cut and just a little below 0, which I find works well with my magnetic mat, which is what I'm going to use today. And I'm just going to cut these out one at a time. I don't like doing it all at once, so I'll show you one here and how easy they are to line up. I'm going to get right in here, twist around, find the holes, so to speak. It takes me a minute. Now, even though this is magnetic, it does hold it pretty nicely, but I'll tell you something. I am old school and I never trust a magnet. So, you know, if you want to throw a piece of tape on too, it's going to be fine. Just make sure you've got it in the right place. It takes me a second. I'm not going to get fancy with the template, but if you use tape and you have foil, just be careful because you could lift your foil if you put it over the top. So open it, pop my plates on, and we will run this through to cut this out. I don't know if the magnetic plates are in stock yet, but one of the reasons I like them is because then you get the traditional clear topper plate, if that makes sense. And I do love that about this. So and actually, if you want to pick it up, I use my little magnets that are actually made for nail polish. And look at that. It's beautiful. So I'm going to cut everything out off camera. And then you can see, look at that. The beautiful shine on all of it. Just kind of goes, wow, wow. That sound effect is patented. All right, it's actually not. Okay, moving on. So as I'm cutting, I kind of forgot that Gina's Intercut had a baby. There's a There's a new Intercut in town. Wait, here you go. Gina K Designs Intercut Mini. See how small that is? Let's cut with that. Oh, Cathy. All right, I want to thank Gina for sending me this little baby machine. One thing that I want to point out about it, it's sturdy. Like, it's not going to break your wrist, but it's quite heavy. And it has its little rubber feet here, and it opens up. It's got the little, these guys, right? And the plates that come with it, you get a set of 3. So you're going to get one plate's a little thicker, and I'm using that as the plate I cut into. Although this one, no, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. And you get 2 of the thinner ones. These measure, let's just pop a ruler on here. These are 6.5 inches by 3 1/4. Yeah, I totally forgot because I had it in my closet so that I wouldn't accidentally show it on a video. Do you know what I mean? Because let me just tell you, you don't want to do that. You don't want to let the cat out of the bag. But here, I'll just show you. We'll put one on and see how it cuts. I've already cut these guys out with the Intercut, and then I thought, wait, Kath, what are you doing? Now, for this, I would most definitely want to put tape on because this is not magnetic. And again, I'll just, line it up, kind of watch my tape so that it doesn't get on the foil. I guess I could just put some right there. And then pop my clear plate on, and let's run it through the baby like this. I think my tape slipped. Oh, maybe not. Take it off, and oh, look at my cute little cut. So that's the new Intercut Mini. It's very cute. And again, it's in Gina's favorite colors, her little turquoise brand color. I think it's really neat. And if you don't have a little one, you might look into this. It's nice to have little ones. I have a couple that I really love. I have a Hero Arts one that I've used a lot. And now I have this cute little one that I hope to use a lot as well. So here, I'm going to get my greetings lined up. That, try not to get the foil. And this also cuts out these little tiny greetings, which I love when her die sets include those. Let's get that on there. Hold that in place. And then I should have flipped that plate, because if you flip your plates every other time, you're going to minimize warping. I haven't had these long enough to know about how they warp or don't warp. But what I do when I'm in the groove is I will then go like that, and I will take these off. Oh, that's very cute. And then flip that and put that back together so that I know how they're going to go the next time. But now I have a cute little sweet friend. It's so tiny. And I have my shiny Sending Love. Let's see, let's get that shine there. Come on, camera light, where are you? There you are. Okay, so I've got pieces for my card. Now I have to figure out what my design will be and put away my cute little Intercut. Glad I remembered that. Okay, so as I'm cutting these things out and I'm thinking of my Sending Love theme, and I'm thinking about going all in on foiling, so I pulled out this pack of the tiny hearts, and oh, there we are, we're ready to go. And I think what I'm going to do is foil this again with, let's wipe this off with our Swiffer, make sure we're all nice and clean. I'm going to use the Radiant Red again. Now, I may not keep this. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to look like. But I'll give this a nice little sweep on the back. Put this on top. And I'm going to run this through. Let's see, can we go that way? I bet we can go that way. And foil the hearts onto the Poly-Glaze. Well, let's see what that looks like. And then I might cut them out with some ovals. I used ovals recently as well. I'll be sure to link that video too. I'm revisiting older shapes and it's kind of fun. All right, this will be coming through in just a second. All right, just want this to be a little cool. And I will take this off. I do not know, oh, look at my little hearts. Oh, they're so cute. Now I can save this foil and do that on Poly-Glaze. But now I have little hearts that I may use in my design. I'm going to put this back into the actual pocket of foil because then I can save it for another project. I thought for fun we would see how this works with the mini, and I think it will fit. So this set of dies, they look different now because Gina's re-offering these, and they're silver dies, but I have these from probably the first year I was making cards. And what I'm going to do is cut a circle, but here's the thing. This will fit. I just have to trim on the sides. So what I can do is take a little piece of tape, right, put it at the top to hold it there. And I mean, I could do it at the bottom too, but all I have to do is cut around the edge here so that that will fit through the machine. So you can do some things with mini machines more than maybe you would think. And that's what I'm hoping to, yeah, that fits right there on the plate. So here we go. Pop this in. The idea I have may not work, but it could be great. So we're going to run that through. And I am not sure yet what color. Oh, it's right to the edge. Oh, I can feel it. I'm not sure what color yet I'm going to mat this in with this single stitch. But check it out. This cut beautifully for my panel. I do want to ink blend on this though, because I want to tie it in with these colors. So I will cut out a matte layer once I figure that out. I'm just not sure. Like, it might be green. I know if I were really channeling my inner Gina, I would do black, but I don't think I will today. I think I might try, well, we'll see. So let me grab my blender brush back so I can add a little color. I do have sticky mats in every size under the sun. And you know what? I use them, but I'm also going to use a new brush that I recently got because I want this to be really soft. And these are really fluffy little friends. So I'm going to load up with the lipstick, swirl it, really kind of get it in here lightly. And I'm just going to bring it around the edges of this to add that little bit of color. And I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be the final, but I want to keep it kind of glowy. It's actually really pretty. And it will, this color is similar to what's in the center. Wow, this is really spreading the color around. Okay. This is a very glowy design. Very different for me too, I think, doing the ovals. But I think that is all I need because I feel like if I have ovals, I might not even end up using all my flowers, but we'll see. All right, let me get this cleaned up and I need to plan my matte color. Okay, this is going to be gorgeous. I may have to do a 5x7 card. I'm not sure yet, but one of the things that's nice to do, and I don't even think, do I have? It's nice to have a cardstock ring because you can take a look at what you have. Oh, wow. One of these could look really pretty as a matte layer. Like the cherry red. I don't know why I think that could look really good. But when you have, and I do mine by manufacturer. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have a video for this. But if I do, I'll link it. Or I could do a beautiful fresh asparagus. Oh, gosh. Or, no, that's grass green. Where's jelly bean? I think jelly beans would be too light. But I could do one or the other. I mean, that could be really pretty. I love these swatch rings because of this very reason. You can bring it to your table where you're working, figure out, I wonder if this would look good. I think I'm going to do 2 cut circles, one from cherry red and one from fresh asparagus, and I'll see which one I like. Oh, what's this, Gina? There's a new trimmer in her collection too. And thank you, Gina, for sending me this. This is a small guillotine that is not like one that I have. I have a mini and I have the Tim Holtz one that's kind of a medium-sized one, but I never used that one. So I'm excited to play with this. And while I'm here, I might as well just lift, cut at, let's see here, 5.5. There's 5 1/4. There's 5.5. So that Oh, so that I have this. But I think I'm also just going to do a panel for my, well, I might as well do 4 1/4. I'll do 4 1/4 like that. And I'll cut my panel out of that and repeat with the fresh asparagus. Actually, you know what? If I'm being smart, I'll show you how this works. I'll cut this to 3 1/2. Then I know it will fit on my plate. And I can show you that this will fit and cut out. Let's see, which side did I do this time? It will cut out the single stitch as well. Oh, my little, oh, it's 3 1/4. Let me cut that again. So we come in, we unhook it from its little latch, and we go to 3 1/4, like that. Okay. New things, new tools, put you on, and as long as I stick a piece of tape down, there we go. Boy, there's a lot, there's a lot happening today. Okay, so just get it lined up. Paper's in, plates are in, and that feeds through. And now it's a little tight, but I have now cut my single stitched oval that is going to layer underneath. See, I actually think that would be so pretty. Let's see, because you're only seeing a little of it, and that could be really pretty. You know what I mean? Like that. Sending love. I'll figure it out, but I think, let me see what the fresh asparagus looks like as well. All right, let's see how this would look on the green. You know what? I already don't like it on the green because I just think that's, nope, it's the red. Okay, I'll just put this aside. All right, let me get a note card prepped so that we can put this all together. Now, of course, I use a bigger trimmer because I do a lot of top folding cards. So if I'm using this trimmer today, and this is Gina's heavy base weight, I would have to cut it this way and have a side fold, which is fine. I actually had someone say, Cathy, can you please do a side fold on your next video? So I don't know if this is my next one, but this will give me 2 panels for side folds. So wish granted. All right. I will bring in my little scoring tool here. And I guess here we score right where that little mark is. Side fold or book fold. And honestly, it's probably, this is the more traditional fold, right? Historically, for greeting cards, but I like both. I just don't do both very often. I usually do the top fold, but here I'll press this down. All right, I think this will fit on my, I don't know, we'll have to see. I totally forgot that I thought I might do a 5x7, but now I need to tape this closed and get an arrangement that I might like. It needs to stay flat when I'm working on it. Okay, and give you that nice press. Okay, I am going to add my blended panel, my foiled panel. Oh, that was a bad sound. Sorry about that. To this panel, and I'm going to use liquid glue because sometimes I just like that little bit of wiggle room that it gives you. But here, I should be able to say this lines up right on the lines, and then you can just kind of wiggle and get that into place. It's a very narrow board, or yeah, it's a very narrow frame. So I actually think that's really pretty. And I'm going to put some thin foam squares on the back of this, I think, for the center of my card. All right, let me grab those. Well, actually, I'm going to use thin foam tape because this is my Simon Says stamp tape. Where are my nonstick scissors? Oh, you were here. Well, they're here somewhere. I guess I'll use these. And these are also nonstick, but I am partial to the bigger ones, and I don't know where I put them. That's what happens in this room, you know. I recently added a table, an extra table to my studio. And maybe if I think about it, I'll overlay a photo to show you what I'm talking about, because I'm upgrading to a new computer, but I need to have my old computer because there's just too many things. And I like the look and feel of it so much and the functionality because it gives me another surface that I didn't have, But I think I don't think I went ahead and ordered a table that matches my desk, and it will actually be custom built and be here at the end of January. It will match my current work desk, which I love. All right, we're gonna, well, you know what? Well, now I'm here. Just a few little beads. This gives me a second before it adheres permanently. Gives me a little float time, and I'm gonna put this right in the center of the panel. Now, let me figure out my arrangement because I want to make sure that this will fit into my note card. That was the only part that I wasn't sure about. I think that I can make this work. And we're going to have greenery up top. We're going to have greenery on the bottom. We're going to have sending love popped up in the middle. And I'm going to figure out some leaves. So let me put some thin foam on these as well. All right, we're going to go drop, 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 drop. And I'm going to place this right here. The goal is that this will still fit in an envelope as long as I am not too far off. That's going to work right up there like that. So we've got this beautiful frame. And it's not perfectly angled because I wanted it to be, I want it to look a little different. And then here, I put sending love on thicker foam squares. So this, and did I mention that I cut out the leftover pieces of cardstock from my Poly-Glaze so that this would be able to have some dimension. The other thing that I just learned, and I did not know this, the Poly-Glaze is printed on the exact same color of Gina's white cardstock, so you get a perfect match. And I know it might seem like, oh, whites, aren't they all the same? No, they are not. Okay, sending love is going to go right here in the center, and it's going to be right above, hopefully, all of these things. Now, I may not have room for Sweet Friend. Haven't decided. Gosh, this is epic. All right, let's just let that adhere and see how it has a little more dimension than the other things you can see when you look down on it like that. Oh, Cathy, sending love. I could do, yeah, you know what? We're gonna do it. Sweet Friend right there. And I actually think, oh, I'm so glad. I redid that off camera because I was so unhappy with my initial cut. These also have extra cardstock glued to them. Now, do I want a little extra greenery? I mean, I could slide any number of these in if I wanted to, but you know what? I don't know if I need to. Maybe one up here. One could come down a little lower like that. Oh, why not? But I'm gonna have to cut because these, I already put the foam in. But that's kind of fun. You do them, you use them. You layer them in at the end. Everyone's happy. I'm happy. And our little heart panel kind of gets a little hidden in here. Like you don't really see much of it, to be honest. So there's that leaf there. I mean, I could say, let's do one more down here or underneath. But again, I gotta give it a leaf cut because it needs to, yeah, needs to have a place to be buried and tucked. Okay, get you in like that. And that's cool because it's a totally different dimension than the ones on top. And that just kind of gives it a little something, something. And I could squeeze one more in if I felt the need, but honestly, I kind of feel like that's it. That's the finished card project. And okay, there you go. And that's where you see the glowy shine. It's so hard to catch it on camera and show how beautiful it is. I don't think I'm going to put any other pieces on here because I think this is so pretty by itself. Although, you know what? I just realized something. I could put one more leaf. Let me cut this and see. I don't think I'm going to shine it up with anything else because, you know, that would be really pretty right there. I'm going to use it. This side felt a little empty and I'm going to do that. Okay. Like that. And right in like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, there we go. Finished card project, right? We are done. We shouldn't do any other shiny things. I don't know what I would put on there. There's a lot on this card, but I do want to show you that it will fit inside an envelope, so let me find one. This is not a cherry red envelope. I wish that it was, but I think this is red velvet. But still, I mean, even though we've got like all that stuff happening, all you gotta do, tuck it in. Come on now, tuck in the leaves. You can see if I just get everything in there. Come on now, come on, Cathy. It's all gonna fit. Come on, Kath. There's a lot of dimension happening. Come on, keep going. Keep going. Okay. Yes, we're in there. It's gonna need some extra postage, but our big, beautiful dimensional card with all that shine, oh, look at that, is done. You can find links to all of the products I used in today's video in the YouTube description box. I'll also have a blog post linked below with more details and photos. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you, so please hit that subscribe button and be sure to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I post. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day. To see more card projects featuring products from Gina K Designs, check out the 2 thumbnails I have linked below, and I'll see you in those videos.